not strictly accurate. No sign yet of the fabled golden sky. The Champions League is too distant and too glittering for the not to be impatience at Liverpool's league form. Gerard Houlier's options without 6 first choices are hardly plentiful. The one change sees Vladimir Smicer, 1 goal in his last 34 Premiership appearances, replacing Cinema Pongol. Southampton, having rediscovered how to win, leave well alone, so James Beattie's partner is again Brett Ormerod, very excited pre-match at making his Anfield debut. Four wins in 44 visits doesn't bode well for Southampton, but where once this was a fortress, it's recently been more like a gift shop. 3 home defeats in the Barclaycard Premiership for Liverpool already this season. And Gerard Houllier, the manager, is feeling ropey today, suffering from influenza and inconsistency. Harman. Here's Diouf playing on the left side of midfield today. And it deflects off Jason Dodd, by far Southampton's longest serving player, and behind for a first-minute corner. He's played under 9 managers in his 15 seasons at Southampton. Signed by Chris Nicholl way back in 1989. Liverpool attacking the Kop end unusually in the first half. Header away is by Telfer. Here's Pajas. And now Ormerod on the chase. Oh, and he's beyond Harman. Brett Ormerod, what a start! 73 seconds. And the man who spent the last week dreaming about playing at Anfield. It's the stuff of fairy tales. He was nervous as anything as he came off the team coach. He won't be now. He will be simply thrilled. 1 minute, 13 seconds, Liverpool 0, Southampton 1. And if he was feeling rough before, now he must be feeling truly awful. Gerrard, Risa, Danny Murphy, and out by Higginbotham, helped by Beattie, who's back on the pitch. Smicer, deflection, certainly worried Antti Niemi. His goal-scoring record is nowhere near as good as it should be. He's made an awful lot of substitute appearances for Liverpool though, rather than starts. Doesn't help. Gerrard, Risa. At least there's a bit of pressure coming from Liverpool now. Telfer, Beattie. There's no trip. Here's Diouf. Gerrard. Not Semabor getting forward well, which is a strength of his. He's made a very good initial impression. Oh, and his cross nearly created something. It was Diouf who headed over and wide in the end. But John Semabor, a lifelong Red, who comes from Speke, is playing only his 4th game in the first team. And he's made a huge impression already. He's actually in the middle of a very controversial incident a couple of months ago when he was shot in the backside in Liverpool city centre. There's a rarity. David Armstrong, a Southampton player who has taken part in a win on this ground 22 years ago. Oh, Semabor fell awkwardly. Leaves Liverpool exposed down that flank. Pajas! Frustration from David Prutton, who feels he might have done so much better with the header. But the right side of Liverpool's defence was completely exposed when Semabor fell awkwardly. And from that moment on, it was down to the quality of Pajas' cross and the header from Prutton. Smitsa. Heskey's waiting in the middle. Smitsa goes down, the cock roars. Paul Durkin is a very experienced official. Lesser men might have buckled, he didn't. Lundekvam was the player challenging, while Smitsa tried to make contact more than the other way round. No foul given against Smitsa on Lundekvam. Lundekvam's down now for Southampton. They'll feel they had a case for a free kick. Risa away from Telfer. Dodd's gone across with him, tracking him all the way. It was the collision with Smitsa that did the damage. Didn't seem to be too much wrong with it though. Well, Jim Joyce, the physio, is clearly signalling that Klaus Lundekvam isn't going to be able to continue. Here's Marsden. Ormrod. No free kick. But what a deflection on the attempted clearance, and here's Beattie. Harman. Half-time. Saints alive. Liverpool in a sweat, thanks to Brett. Boos at Anfield, and a half-time score of Liverpool 0, Southampton 1. Test of Liverpool's mettle, off-key, off the pace, and with precious little to offer up front. Oh, on the back of the head taken by James Beattie. Here's Marianne Pahars. Of course, Southampton scored very early in the first half. And Liverpool really were still settling. Brett Ormrod's goal emanating from a Liverpool corner. The entire home team caught out by Lundekvam's through ball. Lundekvam, though, now in hospital with an ankle injury, and I just wonder whether his absence will hinder Southampton. Harman. Murphy. Otsemabor. Gerrard. Jason Dodd. Beattie. Very ineffective challenge by Bischan, who tried to pull Beattie back, and it'll come to Marianne Pahars, who had time to take a touch. It's an extraordinary attempt by the Latvian Pahars. So ragged at the back were Liverpool that he could have controlled it, steadied himself and then shot, but instead he went for the spectacular and missed by the width of the goal. Will they rue that? Murphy. Gerrard. Harman. Robbed by Prutton. That wouldn't normally happen. Mind you, Southampton wouldn't normally be one up at Anfield, and they should be two. Ormrod. Marsden. James Beattie, good save, Chris Kirkland. That could be a match-saving stop. He was 80-20 to score, Beattie. He went wide of the goalkeeper, and the 6'3" frame of young Chris Kirkland spread himself and denied Southampton's leading scorer. Smitsa. Michael Svensson exposed. Vladimir Smitsa, it hit Higginbotham, punt goal! Very good save, Antti Niemi. It was Cinema Pongol's first real touch of the ball. Two goal-bound efforts. The first blocked by Higginbotham, the second parried by Niemi. Herpier! Kicked off the line. Jason Dodd. Danny Murphy, this game has warmed up beautifully now. Tepid in the first half. Red hot now. Bischan. Terrific entertainment. And an excellent goal line clearance by Southampton's veteran skipper from Sami Hyypiä's header. Beattie. Corner came off Bischan, who consistently fails to convince as a top-class centre-back. And this may just stretch Liverpool a little more. Southampton are taking off Marian Pahars, who missed that glorious chance, and replacing him with that will-o'-the-wisp French winger, Fabrice Fernandez, who on his day can be fantastic. Dodd to take this. Michael Svensson! It's two! It's a towering header! Things ain't what they used to be. The world is changing. And given the number of chances they've had since half-time, Southampton fully deserve to be 2 goals to the good. Excited? You bet. One redhead, delighted by another. Gerard Houllier doesn't dare look at one corner of the ground, in which there is a giant electronic scoreboard that's telling a horrible truth. Murphy. Heskey. Gerrard, measured ball in. Good piece of defending too. Reese's throw, good distance. Oh, blocked from Latalik. Murphy snatched at it. Chances are coming for Liverpool. One of them needs to go in soon. Very stern-faced David Moores, the Liverpool chairman. The Champions League is a minimum requirement, he says. Home defeats by Southampton do not get you in the Champions League. Smitsa, away from Fernandez. Lucky ricochet off Telfer. Cinema Pongol. Latalik. Heskey. Steven Gerrard! Heskey! They've batted away and they're back in it. 16 minutes to play. All afternoon he's looked incapable of hitting a barn door. Now he's hit the back of the net.
Number 8, Emil Heskey.
This could be a frantic finale for Southampton. Emil Heskey, whose first ever Premiership goal was against Southampton nearly 8 years ago, gives Liverpool a lifeline. Cinema Pongol. Murphy. Gerrard. Cinema Pongol! And Higginbotham clear. Antti Niemi got a vital hand to it. Smitsa. Forces with Liverpool at the moment. Forces very much with Liverpool. Telford's header behind. And Liverpool are not wasting a second now. 6 forward. Comes back to the corner taker, Gerrard. Same number to aim for, there's Heskey! Couldn't have been easier for Antti Niemi. Not one Southampton fan will leave this ground early, in contrast to their Liverpool counterparts, who are making for the exits in their droves. Chris Marsden with the centre circle to himself. And likewise, Paul Telfer the left flank. It's just keep ball now for Southampton. It's all that stands between them and a memorable win. Fernandez, Ormerod, may come for Delgado. Is there time for Chris Kirkland to get the ball upfield? There is not. It is simply not good enough. Liverpool have high standards. They are currently well short of them. 6 Premiership defeats already. The radio phone ends will be jammed once again tonight. But what a fine win for Southampton. George O'Brien, Steve Moran and David Hurst, now joined by Michael Svensson as the only Saints players to have scored winning goals for the club in league matches at Anfield. It's finished Liverpool 1, Southampton 2, and they fully deserve it.
The very strange thing is that this place that has been a fortress for Liverpool for so many years is actually a place where you're getting fewer points than away from
Our
home.
home form is a problem, and we lost too many games. And if you look at the table, and if you look at the number of games we lost at home, that's probably where we need to improve.
What about the start that you got? 73 seconds when the initial goal was scored. Do you feel you caught Liverpool cold, or was there more to it than that?
No, we just caught them cold, I think. That was as simple as that, because they had a nice wee start and they got a corner kick right away, and you'd be happy with that as a home side, you get a corner kick right away. But they defended it well and broke well, and Brett has run through and he's got plenty of time to think, and I thought, no, don't give him as much time as that. But he handled it well.
You've been a sub here but not come on before, so how big a day was this in your career to actually play, to turn out at Anfield?
Well, you know, Liverpool are one of the most famous clubs in the country, and you know, Anfield's got it's a legend in itself. Is the ground, so you know, to play is a privilege, and to win and to get a goal as well, it's just capped it off as a really nice day.
I think today we should have won. There's no excuse.
Back to basics, is that a fair comment?
Well, I suppose you're right, but when we get back to ordinary, some decent football appears in there, it's not that some people play fancy Dan football. There was the football I asked the players to try and play, because I thought we were one-dimensional at times last year. But unfortunately, the players' blind faith actually did, because they stuck at it, and then I realised that there's some players doing things that they're not comfortable with. So let's get back to doing things that they're comfortable with.